I'm today a very, very angry British Asian Muslim. I was born in this country, and for 47 years of my life, I've had both feet in both cultures, one in the British Asian Muslim culture and one in the British culture. And can I tell you, growing up, because I have put my neck on the line and talked about these issues for over 25 years.
And often get a lot of flack on social media for it.
I believed in the cause. I believed because I am British. I am British first. This is my country, my way of life. And I have to tell you, growing up, both cultures let me down.
But these young men are British.
Our culture, my British culture let me down, my Asian culture let me down. And I'll tell you what's happened. What's happened in this country is the British culture, the British people, the British authorities, whoever you want to say, we don't really know about your religion. So I tell you what, let's just have some people in these communities and they can represent that community. And I grew up in this country thinking, but I'm British. And this man in the beard that keeps coming out and talking about religion, I don't know what he's talking about. He's not representing me. Why isn't my local authority representing me? Why isn't my local authority, my local MP representing me?
And what conclusion did you come to? Why weren't they?
Like they do, because they don't understand parts of their British people. Just because I'm a different colour, just because I've got a different religion, all of a sudden they think I'm not British, like I'm an alien, like I've got different needs. I
think the one thing that comes a lot out of this, Jane, is people say, well, this has been let go and people are treading on eggshells because it seems to be about religion. And we are a very democratic society. We're an all-encompassing, all-faith society. So we go, we don't want to upset people, talking about their religion. Do you think that has been the problem? Because we're pussyfooting around it so much.
100%, but also their culture as well. And, you know, what happens time and time again is that we see the Cobra Committee, they all trot into Downing Street, they have a big discussion about what they're going to do, and then they come out and then nothing ever happens again. And you know, a former head of Cobra, Colonel Richard Kemp, said it all for me yesterday. He said, you know, because everyone's banging on about police cuts and this and that, and he said, it's not about anything of that. He said, it is about a lack of political will. And that goes for all political parties. And all politicians, I think, watching this, from all parties, should be ashamed of themselves, because what they've done for the last 20 years is go, la, 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 la. Because they have not wanted to actually say, do you know what? This is Great Britain. And if you were born here, or if you choose to willfully come and live here, you are more than welcome. But the word that comes first is British. All right? So, if you are a British Muslim, you are quite welcome to go and pray in your local mosque, and you're quite, you know, but outside of all of that, you live a British way of life.
And that's what really... No, that's what I was going to say, though, because what really upsets me is that everybody is terrified of saying that. Certainly the people in power, in case they are called racist, because the racist card's always pulled out, isn't it? You can't say that. But we can say it against our own people. You know, they're allowed to say it against us, and we have to go, oh, well, it's freedom of speech. It's freedom of speech for them, but never for us. And it's so annoying.
And do you know why? Do you know why people feel like that? Is because we have unelected community leaders in these communities who are using religion as an excuse to push their backward culture in this country. They are. And I'll give you three examples. Number one, why are we allowing young girls in headscarves at the age of 6 going to school in this country? You don't let your girls...
But is that not part of their religion, Saira?
No, and this is where it's wrong. In the Quran, it does not say that any girl under the age of puberty needs to wear a headscarf. And do you know what happens? The school says, oh, no, she's wearing a headscarf, what do we do? The politicians are like, oh, no, what do we do?
It's not religion.
It's not religion.
It's not religion. And then this imam comes in, says, oh, it's our civil liberties, you know, human rights, all this. Everybody gets scared, so they allow it to happen.
Can I ask you then, if it's not religion, because I in my ignorance, I didn't know that. And I have always assumed that the headscarf was worn as part of the Islamic faith.
That's why not under the age of not under the age of 13. The other thing is,
in France they banned the burqa.
It's not religious, and they've used women, so girls are not allowed to go on school trips. I've been called into schools saying, Saira, we want these girls to go on school trips. Parents parents come, oh, it's because it's religion, we don't allow our girls to
Would
go.
you ban the burqa, the headscarf? You don't think they should be wearing that in public at all, then?
Well, listen, the word ban is very emotional, but what I am saying is these people are using these cultural practices and saying it's religion, and it is not, and that's what's causing a lot of Muslims to get angry, because it's like, this is not in the name of our religion. These are people using the good nature of British people to
Why do they wear them, then? Why do those girls...
Because their background where that's supported.
Yeah.
So this is absolutely right. And by the way, if I was a British Muslim right now who loves this country, happens to be Muslim, but who loves Britain, who loves the British way of life, loves the British... I would be baffled at all of these politicians from all parties who are standing there going, the Muslim community must do more. They rang the anti-terrorist hotline. The guy from the local mosque banned one of these recent attackers from his local mosque for extremist views. He was on television waving a jihadi flag.
Documentary.
The authorities did
nothing.